Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Whispering Imps playing cards by Chelko. The Whispering Imps were a Kickstarter project and it was completely successful. It funded really fast and it had a lot of magicians backing it. If you were watching Twitter when this came out, you would see Penn and Teller even talking about this deck, and Dan and Dave just really excited about this project that Chelko had undertaken. His idea was he wanted to combine two really iconic images. He wanted to combine Harry Keller's Whispering Imps posters with the bicycle 808 rider backs, and he wanted to put them together in kind of into one very classic, very elegant deck, and something that had some history to it, but then something that was also a new creation, something that no one had ever seen before, and I think Chelko hit it right on the money. The Tux box here, this is really intense black vellum paper. There is no printed ink on this whatsoever, so if there's any text or design or logo on this box, it's created purely from embossing and red stamped foil. The Whispering Imps that you see around the tuck are red foil. The writing on the bottom is red foil, and then up here at the top, you might not even be able to see it. It says Whispering Imps, and it's embossed. And then, of course, you have the Whispering Imps original tuck seal. Other than that, the tuck is very slate, very dull black, and it's very appropriate, very fitting for this design. There's also a limited edition special red tuck case that's also out there, and so there are two options available. The cards themselves, they were printed by the United States Playing Card Company. They're on a bicycle stock. They have a magic finish. And as you can see from the back design, it is very reminiscent of the 808 back. You got the white border with the inside red border, the two circles kind of meeting in the middle, but instead of having the image of the angels or the bicycles, what you have are these little imp-like creatures up and down the sides in kind of a ladder formation, and then here in the center, whispering to each other. Now, if you don't know what imps are, imps are kind of like these mythological creatures, and they're kind of seen as like little guys that play pranks. They're mischievous, they're playful. There's some speculation about whether they're actually evil or dark. They do have a kind of sinister overtone to them, and so it does really fit well with the idea of magic and a magician's deck. So that is the back design. They're really attractive, like I said, and it does kind of carry that project goal that Chris had to combine these two wonderful iconic brands. Speaking of which, the extra ad card that you get with this deck is a Whispering Imps history about the cards themselves, and then a little poster here of the famous Keller advertisement where Harry Keller's there in the center and the imps are whispering to him. This was kind of the impetus and the inspiration for where Chris got his idea. And then the back says Whispering Imps, and it gives a little bio about the deck, which is nice. I mean, years later, who knows, when people have forgotten, maybe your grandkids are going through your deck, they'll understand at least how this deck came about. And so I like this. I like the idea of including something that's historical about this. With this deck, you're also going to get a Whispering Imps Ace of Spades. Simple, but still elegant. You have the two imps in the center whispering to each other and kind of making the formation of the ace center pip. And then you also get two full-size jokers. They're imps standing on each other's shoulders. You get a full-size color and a full-size black and white, just like you would if you were getting a rider-back deck. The faces of the cards are original. These are from the 1900s. They are not Arco faces, if you look closely at them, and they're also not standard faces. These are more classic artwork that were found by Chris, and he was able to use them. So it's nice. It kind of carries that same theme, perhaps cards that even Harry Keller would have been familiar with if he were performing and doing magic. Lastly, you get a Gaff card that's really unique. If you're not looking careful for it, you might even miss it. But it is at the back of the deck, so it shouldn't be too difficult. What it is it's a triple reveal. You could decide to use this as a single reveal, or you could even use it if you are doing a triple force. You're going to get a little imp whispering to the king, a card reveal at the top, and then you're going to flip it, and then you're going to get a card reveal again, but it's a completely different card reveal. Then you're going to get the two imps whispering to each other in the center, and then whispering the name of a card. And then if you look really carefully, it's not really a gaff or anything special, but up in this pip right here in the King of Diamonds, there's a little imp head peeking out from the back. So it makes for a really creative gaff and something that you wouldn't normally see, and so it kind of makes this deck, again, a little extra special. They were designed by Mark Stutzman, and if you don't know who that is, Mark is the designer behind the David Blaine decks. He's also done the Legends deck. He's done the Elvis Presley stamp. He's worked with Panic at the Disco. He's a great designer, and he's had a lot of experience with cards. They handle great. They even smell great. I love that. So if I know that they were a limited run, but if you get the opportunity to pick up a deck of Whispering Imps, I would highly recommend it. That's all for me, and as always, you can like this video just so other people can find it a little quicker. You can also subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards, card magic, and things associated with card collecting. You can also follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. You can also like my page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/magicorthodoxy. We also got lots of pictures. Whenever I get a new deck in, I always take a picture of it. You can kind of see in advance what decks are coming out, maybe even what decks I'm giving away. And that's at Instagram, which is instagram.com/magic_orthodoxy. Thanks.